Okay. I do not have a globe on the bottom of
Oh,
my screen for some reason.
uh, then the only thing I can think of is that the option for interpretation was not selected when the meeting was created. Would you want to make me host? And maybe I
Sure.
can troubleshoot something?
Okay.
Thanks, Julian. Oh, welcome everyone. You're so glad we're here. We're trying to work through a little snafu with our language channels. If you could give us a moment. Thank you.
There it is.
I need to be host.
Yep,
Co-host is
I'm going to
not
do it right here.
enough. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, that should work, Julio.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it is.
Okay, on my screen, in order to find the interpretation option, I need to click the three dots. And I am on a computer. So if you do not see a globe at the bottom of your screen right now, please click the three dots that say more and select interpretation. Choose English or Spanish and mute original audio. Okay, Mary Beth, I think that right now we can see the slide deck off to the left, and then we can also see the programs screen.
Okay.
Um,
Um, minimize that here.
okay, currently I'm seeing the blue screen.
Okay.
There we go. We can stick with that one. That one's it's got the slides on the side, but there we go.
All right. This up here. This is going to be.
Mary Beth, is it down on the bottom on your right? There should be like a screen over one more.
You. No. Let's just
It's on
do
top, on our right-hand side. It's a little box that says present.
We've got it. Okay, welcome everyone. We're so glad you're here for Tasty Tuesday. Hopefully you have selected your preferred language and also chosen to mute original audio. Tasty Tuesday was brought to you by WICA, the Wisconsin Early Childhood Association, and we have a variety of programs that support the early childhood field. We have a food program supporting family childcare across the state. Raising Wisconsin is our advocacy arm. The Reward Stipend Program, the Teach Scholarship Program, and WESN, the Wisconsin Early Education Shared Services Network. Okay, and we're going to save this slide for later, so we can take down the slides for now.
Sure.
Thanks for hanging with us. We are so happy to be here with you tonight to have some fun discussions about food and making healthy eating fun with children. We would love to know who's joining us this evening. Would you please introduce yourself in the chat? We would love to know your name and where you're joining from. And also, what is a favorite food that you like to share with children? Or what is a favorite childhood memory about food? Does everybody see the chat? We'd love for you to drop anything you have to share. Your name, your location, or favorite memories with food. Thank you. I see egg sandwiches, homemade granola bars, bean dishes. Hi, Amber. Nice to see you here this evening. Welcome, everyone. Smoothies. Oh, Mary says she loved to cook chicken dumpling soup. She used to make it with her grandmother. Andy likes to share their mung egg rolls. Okay, the chat has so many wonderful dishes being shared. Thank you for sharing. Julio, we would love to hear a few of the items that are being shared from the Spanish chat. Are you able to come over to the English language channel and share some things from our Spanish speaking providers this evening?
¿Cómo lo hacemos? How do we do that? Do I read the Spanish?
I see Claudia Chavoya. It looks like comida favorita, arroz. A couple more just to
Julio?
Thank you so much for sharing these dishes that are important to you, dishes that come from your families and your traditions. Food is an important part of culture, and it can provide a connection to a child's family or country. And as an early educator, you can help expose children to diverse food traditions. Celebrating food enjoyed by people around the world allows everyone to take part and to feel included. Thank you for continuing to share in the chat. It also creates a sense of community and connection when families' food traditions are honored in early childhood programs. So as I mentioned, tonight's theme is fun with food. We are featuring some of our favorite books for children that are about food. Wiesen staff will share ways that they have made healthy food fun while working with children. And we will also be giving away 2 copies of each book that we feature during the last 15 minutes of the event. You must be present to win. Finally, we will have a special announcement later in our Tasty Tuesday segment about a project that we would love for you to participate in. We know that healthy food is necessary for children's optimal growth and brain development. Early eating experiences can also affect how children choose to eat as they mature. That is why it is so important to introduce young children to healthy foods, including a variety of fruits and vegetables. So the first portion of our program tonight is going to be some recent staff sharing some of our favorite books about food. And I'm going to share first. I have a book here called Be Bimbap. And as we shared a little bit earlier, creating those cultural connections is so important in your program. So this is a book about a dish that you may have tried. It's a Korean dish, bibimbap. Mary Beth, are you able to spotlight while I read, and then we can spotlight the different readers as they read?
Sure.
Thank you.
And is that, do I pin you? Is that what I do, Catherine? Or
I'm sorry, what's that?
a spotlight for everyone, right?
Yes.
There we go.
Thanks. Okay, I'm still trying to be coordinated with my book, so bibimbap. Oh, this is by Linda Sue Park. Almost time for supper. Rushing to the store. Mama buys the groceries. More, Mama, more. Hurry, Mama, hurry. Gotta shop, shop, shop. Hungry, hungry, hungry for some bibimbap. Home and in the kitchen. Eggs to stir and fry. Mama, catch the spatula. Flip the eggs up high. Hurry, Mama, hurry. Gotta flip, flip, flop. Hungry, hungry, hungry for some bibimbap. Rice is on the boil, bubbling in the pot. White and sticky lickety, steaming good and hot. Hurry, fluffy rice, gotta pop, pop, pop. Hungry, hungry, hungry for some bibimbap. Mama's knife is shiny, slicing fast and neat. Garlic and green onions, skinny strips of meat. Hurry, Mama, hurry, gotta chop, chop, chop. Hungry, very hungry for some bibimbap. Spinach, sprouts, and carrots, each goes in a pan. Let me pour the water in. Yes, I know I can. Sorry, Mama, sorry. Gotta mop, mop, mop. Hungry, in a hurry for some bibimbap. Bowls go on the table, big ones striped and blue. I help set the glasses out, spoons and chopsticks too. Hurry, family, hurry. Gotta hop, hop, hop. Dinner's on the table and it's bibimbap. Quiet for a moment. Papa says the grace. Everybody says amen. A smile on every face. Rice goes in the middle. Egg goes right on top. Mix it. Mix like crazy. Time for bibimbap. That's the end of the story. And on the next page, there's a recipe for bibimbap. And the cooking instructions include adult roles in making the dish as well as roles for children to help. Next we have Angie, and she is going to read making vegetable soup. Take it away, Angie. Can you spotlight Angie, Mary Beth?
Yep, I'm gonna do it right now.
Thank you.
There she goes.
Growing vegetable soup. This time of the year, everybody's thinking about getting their garden started. So I thought this would be a good book to read. Growing Vegetable Soup, written and illustrated by Lois Earlert. Dad says we are going to grow vegetable soup. We're ready to work, and our tools are ready too. We are planting the seeds and all the sprouts and giving them water. And waiting for warm sun to make them grow. And grow. And grow into plants. We watch over them and weed until the vegetables are ready for us to pick. Or dig up. And carry home. Then we wash them. And cut them up and put them in a pot of water. And cook them into vegetable soup. At last, it's time to eat it all up. It was the best soup ever. The end. Growing vegetable soup.
Thank you, Angie. Fernanda, would you like to share a book with us in Spanish this evening?
Claro que sí. Tenemos que cambiar de canal. Should we switch channels or no? Oh, okay. Bueno, este es un libro de vegetales, frutas y colores. Qué sabroso arcoíris. ¿Qué come este niño? Una fresa o frutilla. Tenemos frutas de color rojo. Tomate, cereza, manzana, frambuesa. ¿Y estas dos niñas qué comen? Comen una fruta naranja o anaranjada. También tenemos zanahorias, melón, calabaza y durazno. Todos de color naranja o anaranjado. Y este niño se está comiendo una banana. Amarillo. ¿Banana o plátano? Tenemos maíz, limón, ananá o piña y ají. Todos amarillos. Seguimos con el verde. ¿Qué come esta niña? Color verde. Uvas. Pera, kiwi, brócoli y arvejas. Seguimos con el violeta o morado. Violeta o morado. Tenemos una berenjena, uvas, higos, repollo, Aquí, el repollo. Y el niño se come una ciruela. Me encantan las ciruelas. Seguimos con el rosa o rosado. La niña está comiendo una tajada de sandía. Acá tenemos lichi. Toronja o pomelo. Rábanos y guayaba. Y el blanco, leche. El niño tiene un vaso de leche. Y aquí tenemos queso, huevos, coco y coliflor. ¿Qué color sigue? A ver, el marrón o café o castaño. El niño come cereal. Acá tenemos unos hongos, unas nueces o pecanas, papas por acá y nueces, otras nueces. Y seguimos con todos los colores. Acá tenemos todos los colores. Brócoli verde, limón amarillo, durazno naranja, manzana roja. ¿Qué son estas que no las veo? Pasas de uvas de color café o marrón, coliflor blanco, toronja o pomelo de color rosa y uvas violetas. Y colorín colorado, este cuento se ha acabado.
Thank you, Fernanda. We have one more book that we will be giving away at the end of this session. That is a Spanish book. Could you hold it up quickly, Fernanda? Because I wasn't able to locate the other one here. It's called Baby Food. And this book is similar to the one that Fernanda read. Some of the language is in English and some is in Spanish. So whether you are an English speaker or a Spanish speaker, this is a great way to share language and culture with the children in your program. Would you like to read it, Fernanda?
¿Hay tiempo?
Yes.
Bueno, lo intento. Sí, lo leo. Mordemos y masticamos. Luego tragamos la comida. Así es como comemos. Estoy intentando que se vea. Lo bebemos todo de una botella o taza. Así es como comemos. Una lamida y un sorbo. Caramba, salió un eructo. Así es como comemos. Acerca la boquita, nos abrazamos y dormimos. Así es como comemos. La boca y la nariz manchadas, las manos y los pies pegajosos. Así es como comemos. Nuestros sabores para explorar, nuevos sabores para explorar. Siempre pedimos más. Así es como comemos. Qué contento está este bebé. Con la familia y amigos hasta que la comida termine. Así es como comemos. Y colorín colorado, este cuento se ha acabado. Y lo escribió Stephanie. Stephanie Page Wither.
Thank you very much, Fernanda. We would love to know if those of you who are here tonight have a favorite book about food that you love to share with children. If one comes to mind when I ask that question, will you please place it in the chat so that we can learn about the books about food that you love to share? I see Stone Soup, my first book of sushi, Soup Day, The Hungry Caterpillar. Lots of votes for Stone Soup. It's a favorite of mine as well. The carrot seed is fun. Thanks. Lots of votes for some classics this evening. Oh, Blueberries for Sal. That's a great one too. I was trying to think of that title. Seven Silly Eaters. I haven't heard of that one. I'm curious about the Spanish-speaking providers. Do you have books about food that you love to share with children? Nature Colors. The Monster Mac and Cheese Party. Janberry.
Comida
Oh, if you
favorita,
give the pig a pancake.
enchiladas rojas, dice San Juano. La oruga hambrienta.
Oh,
El espagueti con jamón y salchicha, nos dice Idalia.
thank you.
Panqueques, panqueques. La oruga hambrienta, muchas la oruga hambrienta tenemos.
Yes.
No veo ninguno más. Bebé, vamos
Here's
a
another
comer.
one that I'm not familiar with. Up and down and all around, and another vote for Stone Soup. Thanks for sharing, and feel free to continue. If you think of a book about food that you love sharing with children, please pop it in the chat. Oh, I see round is a tortilla. Well, in this next segment, we may be talking about tortillas too, because this evening we have an album with some photos that feature some different food-related activities. Those of us who are WICA staff, these are activities that we love to share with children in our program. So Mary Beth, if you would like to share the photo album. This picture here was a favorite activity for Kelly Matthews, who is one of Weeson's founders. And what she loves is that you could provide a lot of different choices by sorting foods into an ice cube tray so that children have a colorful array of options. Of course, if you have very young children, you will want to think about choking hazards, but what a fun way to provide a lot of options. This was an idea shared by Paula Drew, who is also one of Weeson's co-directors. She said that when her children are getting hungry before mealtime, she always serves them cut up vegetables first so that she knows they're getting a good base of vegetables before the meal. And this your picture, Fernanda?
Sí, bueno, con los niños en mi programa lo que hacíamos era preparar la masa para la pizza casera. Después lo que yo hacía era ponía unos diferentes vegetales ya cortados en diferentes contenedores y un bol u otro contenedor con salsa de tomate. Entonces los niños estiraban su pizza y a veces ayudaban también a cortar los vegetales, ya sea con cuchillos o con las manos, dependiendo de la edad de los niños. Y después les daba a elegir un mínimo de 2 vegetales para su pizza. Podían elegir más si lo deseaban. A veces hacíamos la pizza. Creo que podemos pasar a la otra, podemos pasar a la próxima. Sí, ahí estamos afuera. Entonces lo que quería decir era que a veces poníamos la pizza en la parrilla o a veces en el horno y los niños veían cómo se cocinaba y luego la comían. Empezaban con la salsa de tomate, ¿no? Le ponían la salsita de tomate con una cuchara y luego elegían los vegetales que querían en su pizza. Creo que podemos pasar a la próxima. Otro niño más haciendo pizza. La próxima. Más pizza. Mucha pizza hacíamos. La próxima. Esta es la oruga. A veces para presentar alimentos nuevos o alimentos que por ahí no eran muy populares entre los niños y las niñas, buscaba ideas en internet y les armaba los platos como este, de los cuales ellos se servían. Tenía pincitas pequeñas y los niños usaban las pincitas para servirse de estos platos decorados, ¿no? Y a veces se animaban a probar alimentos nuevos. La próxima. Después, este es un buffet de tostadas. Como se ve en la foto, servía una variedad de vegetales listos en diferentes contenedores. Los niños y las niñas con sus cucharas untaban los frijoles en una tostada. Una tostada es una tortilla de maíz, como durita, para quienes no la conocen. Entonces los niños untaban los frijoles en la tostada sobre un plato y hacían una fila y pasaban a servirse los vegetales. A veces les ponía crema, a veces queso, a veces salsas y a veces también diferente proteína como huevo o carne. Y les daba la consigna de que tenían que poner una proteína y un mínimo de 2 vegetales. Podían poner todos los vegetales que quisieran, pero sí o sí tenían que elegir 2. Era lo mínimo. Y la verdad es que casi siempre se servían más de 2 vegetales. Y entonces solitos armaban su tostada y se sentaban a la mesa y funcionaba. Les encantaba servirse solitos. Y eso es todo.
Nancy,
is
will you share about your program? Sorry about that. Yes,
No,
please.
you're fine. This is a group of my kiddos when we went on an adventure to a local farm in this February. The children had a fantastic time and we decided to have a healthy snack at the farm. The healthy foods are very important for children, but don't forget that giving children time to explore and participate in nature is extremely constructive. There are so many benefits for children when they're playing outdoors, such as cognitive, they're observing and exploring the world around them. Social, they are building those important social skills with their friends, they're working together. Creative, being outdoors allows children to use their artistic skills, like drawing pictures with sidewalk chalk. Physical, it allows children to develop motor skills. Spiritual, time spent in nature stimulates a child's senses. All benefits of children playing outdoors.
Thanks, Angie. This is a photo from a nature-based family childcare program I had. And as you can see here, we have the youngest child exploring some vegetables as the older friends prepare the vegetables by cutting them into smaller pieces to make what we called egg cups. So first I would make slices of things or have small pieces, and then the children could take those and strengthen their fine motor skills by chopping those peppers and broccoli. They helped with the spinach later as well to prepare these vegetables. Next slide, please. After we cut up all of the vegetables into very small pieces, children placed them into these silicone cups. Funny story, the silicone cups were hands down the most popular item in my childcare. I had a lot of lovely toys, but every day children went into my kitchen and took these out of the drawer to play with. They were in high demand. So sometimes we also used them to make food. So they placed the vegetables in. We broke up some sliced cheese because that was quick and easy and placed it on top. And then we cracked up some eggs, whisked them up, and poured the beaten eggs on top of the vegetables. I put them in the oven and they were always a hit. I'm not sure if there's another picture of the process. Next slide, please. Okay, this is another picture from my program. This friend was doing another very popular work that I would take out in the fall and winter. In the fall, we would start talking about how animals were preparing for the change in seasons, and there were lots of squirrels around. So I would get out my squirrel nutcracker, and it worked great for peanuts. This little friend, I think, was under 2 years of age, but with a little elbow grease, he was able to crack these peanuts and enjoy them as a snack. If somebody didn't want to eat them, you could also offer them to a friend. We tried other nuts. Walnuts can work well too. Just something that we'll, of course, want to be cautious of any nut allergies for this activity. It needs to go get put away sometime. Next slide, please. Krista, tell us about this.
So these are insect breads, and the children in our center did some of these. They were the older kids. But the nice thing about this is you can revamp it, and working with that dough almost feels like you're working with Play-Doh. So you can get very creative with your younger children to do shapes or learn, so you could introduce some math concepts or other science concepts and have different shapes of the dough. It was a hit with our kiddos as well. They just really had fun being able to play with their food. So they did, we did use nuts. So you would want to also, as Catherine had said, be aware of any nut allergies. But you can certainly substitute some of the ingredients for others when you're playing with some of these recipes, and just look at some of the fun ways of adding colored seasonings to that dough or other noodly things like they've got for the antenna, or you could just draw out a little bit more that dough so that you're working with it and they're working with those fine motor skills. There's another picture of the bugs with their little legs. So much art and creativity.
Yeah.
Thanks, Krista, for putting the pictures together, and thanks to all of the coaches for sharing these ideas. I think for now, if you just want to, yeah, let's see. I think we need to just take the PowerPoint down. We can still see it right now. Thank you.
Do that. Sharing.
Here we go. Okay, and now for the announcement. We are excited to announce an opportunity for you to showcase your culinary creativity in our upcoming Weka cookbook. We are seeking submissions for kid-approved recipes that prioritize health and nutrition while also delighting young taste buds. Each recipe must include at least one fruit or vegetable as a key ingredient. Recipes in the following categories will be considered: breakfast, breads or muffins, entrees, side dishes, soups and stews, and desserts. Whether your recipe is a fun twist on a classic favorite or an innovative creation, we want to feature a diverse variety of dishes that make snack time and mealtime nutritious and enjoyable for young children. Each participant who submits a recipe will be entered into a drawing for one of 2 We Sprout Little Chef Kids Cooking and Baking Sets. These cooking and baking sets are very cute, and they're valued at $55 each. I'm going to put a link to the form so that you can submit a recipe in the chat. If you have already submitted a recipe, we will also be including your recipe for the drawing. Okay. Oh, you know what? That's the form in English. In a moment, I'll have to grab the Spanish form unless, are you able to, Fernanda, from the newsletter? I can do it. I'm sorry, I only have the English form link here, but I will get the Spanish form in a moment. Okay, I may apologize. I'm going to get the Spanish form towards the end just because it's going to take me a moment. It's also in the Farm to ECE newsletter. Before we spin the wheel to give away the books that we have featured this evening, I'm wondering if we could take a picture of our event from tonight for Tasty Tuesday. I'm going to remove the spotlight for myself, and we have a lot of participants this evening. We have 3 screens. So if you're okay with being in one of our Tasty Tuesday pictures, you can keep your camera on. If you would not like your picture taken, it's okay. Go ahead and turn it off. I'm going to take 3 pictures because there are lots of people here this evening. I didn't give people a heads up or anything. I should have said like 1, 2, 3, smile or something. Okay, so we're gonna start over. 1, 2, 3. And then I pressed the wrong button. Okay, sorry, bear with me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got our first group. Make sure. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, page 2, we got a few of you on camera. 1, 2, 3, happy Tasty Tuesday. And last screen. Okay, I am going to just I'll take the picture and people can decide later if they want to use it or not. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thanks for that. Now I'm going to share my screen. And I will spin this wheel. This wheel has the names of the participants who were here towards the beginning of our program. Can everyone see it? Okay, so we're going to spin the wheel 2 times to give away copies of Bibimbap by Linda Sue Parker. So here's the first one. Robert Evans, congratulations. Okay, and thank you, Fernanda, for putting that in the chat for me. Okay, we're going to remove Robert's name now and spin for the second copy. Claudia Chavoya, congratulations. Okay, the second book is Growing Vegetable Soup. Roxanne Zastro. Oh, I forgot to check if folks are in attendance at this time. Well, we'll go with it. I already started doing it this way. Congratulations, Roxanne. So you'll get Growing Vegetable Soup. Abby Wampler will get the second copy of Growing Vegetable Soup. Fernanda, is it Eating a Rainbow? Eating the Rainbow? Okay, the next book is Eating the Rainbow. Gladys Ornelas Martinez, congratulations. And the second copy of Eating the Rainbow. Sonia Nisia, congratulations. And the last book, I think Fernanda's going to lift it up for me again. Thank you. Baby food. Okay, we're going to spin for the 2 copies of baby food. Siobhan Clark. Congratulations. And one last time. Hey, Barbara Schneeberger. Okay. Well, thanks to all of you for coming tonight, and congratulations to those of you who have won a book. We have just a few minutes left, and I'm uncertain, have we put the feedback form in the chat yet?
Yep, I'll put it in there right now, Catherine.
Okay, great. There is registry credit available for this evening's event. Please fill out and submit the feedback form, and that is how we will issue the registry credit to you. We have just a couple minutes. If anyone has a question or a comment from the event tonight, feel free to pop it in the chat and we will try to answer as many as we can. Oh yes, the books will be sent to you in the mail. Thank you, Fernanda. We'll be shipping those books to you. Well, thank you so much for coming. Please submit your favorite recipe for the cookbook. We will also be providing CACFP equivalents for the recipes. We hope that you use them. We hope that we get diverse recipes, and happy Tasty Tuesday. Thanks for what you do for children every day.
Hello. Hello.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
There we go. I think we're down to us again here. So